Boris Johnson phoned Emmanuel Macron this morning as he attempted to calm tensions over the defense pact struck with the US and Australia. France was left seething when the Prime Minister unveiled a new partnership with President Biden and Australia's Scott Morrison last week. The pact included terms on the UK and US working together to build Australia's first nuclear submarines. The pact, known as AUKUS, terminated a deal struck between Paris and Canberra to provide diesel-driven submarines. France accused the three countries of being stabbed in the back with the secret agreement, which it was not aware of until hours before it was announced. This morning Mr. Johnson spoke to the French president in an attempt to ease tensions. A Downing Street spokesperson said, the Prime Minister spoke to French President Emmanuel Macron this morning to discuss a range of issues of mutual interest. They reaffirmed the importance of the UK-France relationship and agreed to continue working closely together around the world on our shared agenda, through NATO and bilaterally. The leaders noted in particular the strategic significance of our long-standing cooperation in the Indo-Pacific and in Africa, including through the joint mission in Mali. A readout of the conversation did not mention the AUKUS agreement by name. The call is the first time the two leaders have spoken to each other since the AUKUS deal was announced. Last week an enraged France recalled its US and Australian ambassadors in retaliation for the agreement. Britain's ambassador remained in place as the country sneered the UK has been uninfluential in the deal, as was the fifth wheel of the wagon. President Biden had a phone call of his own with President Macron on Wednesday in a bid to cool tempers. On the same day, Mr. Johnson has been accused of heightening anger in Paris. He used franglais to tell Mr. Macron he should prendre son grip and give him a break when speaking to the media at the UN at New York. With no sign of tensions thawing, yesterday Australia was warned it would be sent a bill for pulling out of the £45 billion agreement with Paris. Pierre-Eric Pomelet, CEO of the naval group that was contracted to make the original conventional submarines, said cancelling the contract was unprecedented brutality. He said Australia must honour payment of our costs that were incurred and those to come, linked to the dismantling of infrastructure and IT as well as the redeployment of employees. In their phone call this morning, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Macron also discussed a range of other issues. Number 10 said they spoke about the continued problem of migrants making small boat crossings in the Channel, and the post-Brexit issues of fisheries licenses and the Northern Ireland Protocol. On the subject of small boat crossings in the Channel, the Prime Minister reiterated the UK's position that we need to break the business model of people smugglers who put lives at risk. They agreed to intensify cooperation on this matter and agreed to keep talking on other issues, such as fisheries licenses and the Northern Ireland Protocol, the Downing Street official said. The Prime Minister also looked forward to welcoming President Macron to Glasgow in November for COP26, and they discussed the importance of increased international action ahead of the summit on climate finance and net zero commitments.